Welcome back, everybody. Last time we worked on this, we were able to create a category link. So we come here and you can see the categories. Yes, it doesn't look beautiful, and we're going to get to that. This is how the application looks like. These buttons don't do anything as of right now. We're going to get to that as well. But before we go too far, I want to introduce template inheritance. And let me show you why that's important. So you can see here for the category page, we had to pretty much copy this Bootstrap code again. So you have it in the home page and you have it in the category page. And in programming in general, there's a shared philosophy that you should not repeat yourself. But as you can see here, there's a lot of repetition going on. So in Django, the Django Templating Language, it allows for template inheritance. So you're going to have a base template and other templates can inherit from that base template. This home page, I'm going to copy everything here. Once you don't have to repeat yourself, making changes becomes relatively straightforward, because now you just have one place where you're going to go make the changes from. So this is the base. Everything is going to inherit from these base templates. So first thing I want to do is, let me do this. And there's a special keyword. It's the block keyword used to perform this. So let me just come here. If you haven't, please go watch the video I put on the Django Templating Language. It explains the concept of the templating syntax much better. So this is a special syntax in Django. The block, that word block, just lets the templating language know that anything can be substituted in this spot. Let me show you how that is. So let's give it the name content. So to test it out, let me put this and just say test. Okay, a page, and just say test.html, and then we would write all other pages with that idea. So we have our base here, okay, and what we are inheriting is pretty much the nav bar and all of this stuff. That's what we're going to have. So every other place, you can see this block content and end block. Anything on the other pages is going to be found within this page. So we have the base now. How then do we allow another HTML document to inherit from the base? How do we do it? Now we go to test. We can just clean everything. The first thing we want to tell this test.html is this. Look, we want you to extend the base, and we're just going to use extends keyword. We'll provide the name of the template that is being extended, and in this case it is pages/base.html. It's the first step. Next, we want to, so let's just take from the home.html. You notice this is what we extended, right? All this, the nav bar upwards, is what's in the base. How about if we just want to copy this container? Okay, let's copy it. Save ourselves some typing. Go to test. Then we can start the block content, and we put an end block. And this is exactly what we're going to do. Now back to the base. So for the base, since so this is the base. The base is what we want to be common on every HTML page. So we want every HTML page to have this nav bar. And then we put a block where, okay, in this block, any document can be substituted in there. and we decide to call the name of the block content. Good. Next, we come to test.html. First thing we do is we extend the base.html. What that means is at this point, substitute what I have in this block. So this is a block called content, and this is the end of the block. Substitute what I have here into here. That's exactly what's going on. While I make a quick change. Remember, in the categories tag, we're returning category.html. Okay. For the purpose of what we're about to do, let's just return another. Let's create a function, a view function, just to show how it's gonna work. Let's call it test view. We're going to delete this after. I just want to show you the end result of template inheritance. So let's just return render cross request equals request pages slash test.html, and well, context we can just say is equals to none. It's fine. This is just a demo. We'll fix this later. Now we go to URLs and we just add the URL under the pages application. Let's say test. We want it to be views dot test view and name is equals to tests. Now let's go to base, the HTML. For this test, we want the URL to be test. Right, that's what I call it, right? Let me double check that. Right, cool. Okay, everything is looking fine. Let's see. Okay, let's copy this into the home nav bar so it would reflect where we want it to. Click on save, and we should see something there. Go back. If you hit refresh, we can see test. This on the home page. So let's see what happens. Okay. So what do you see? At this point, you can see that this test has inherited from, you can see when you come here, we didn't need to create a nav bar in the test page as well. Okay, and that's the whole idea of testing right here. Let me make some changes to the URL just so it will look a certain way. You notice this test view, what it does is this test view was calling the views test view function. Let me show you what that is. And this is the test view function under the views module. And what it returns is test.html, without a context. If we open up test.html, this is what it is. You'd notice all we have is the nav bar. We can even take this out. We don't need this, but we can leave it there as well. Let me put something that makes it clear. So you notice here, when we go to this page, we have a nav bar, but we didn't add the nav bar here. And the reason is because we're extending from the base.html. If we refresh, you see test. So this is different from, say, the home page. So this really helps because with things like this, when you set up your application this way, it's going to significantly reduce the amount of code you need to write, HTML code, because all you have to do is you write your HTML base template, and then other pages would inherit from the base template. Let's get rid of this test, get rid of this page, but this home.html page, we need to simplify it using the base, and that's very straightforward to do. So I'm going to do it again so we can get the hang of it. So this is the test.html, and this is what we want. Remember the extends keyword, the block content, and the end block. Those are the keywords we need. Let's go to home.html. Now I'm about to just delete everything here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just can delete all this. It's fine. We don't need the nav bar as well. We can delete that. It's fine. We have, we don't need this as well. We don't need this also. Just delete everything. Okay, so now this is the home page. Notice we're going to extend from the base. So extends base.html. Okay, that's what we have here. So we know we're extending the base. Next, what we want to do is we want to bring the block. We want to show what is going to be inserted into the base.html. So we do this, call it block. The name we called it was content. So let's say content. The name has to match. So the templates would know, okay, what exactly is trying to, where is trying to insert this information. Next, we end it with an end block. And this is our new home.html. Everything, is still the same. We have the Jumbotron and everything. The only difference is here, we don't have the nav bar because the nav bar is already in the base. Everything's in the base. Now let's see. Okay, so extend base.html. What we used there was pages slash. So call this pages slash. Okay, this should be fine. And that's it. This is the same home page, but without writing too many codes. And this just shows how template inheritance can be used in a blog application or in any web application. And I think this is a good point to wrap this video up. What we succeeded in doing was using template inheritance to simplify our workflow. So in the next video, we're going to apply the same concept to the categories list, and we'll take it from there. Thank you, and hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to press that like button, subscribe, so I can release more content. Thank you and have a great day.